The purpose of coffee is to get warm, not burn yourself. Good morning. This is my hat hair. This is called take a shower, run outside, feed the horse in a stocking cap with wet hair. That's what this is called. I went to buy this is so funny. I don't own a blow dryer. I haven't owned a blow dryer in, I can't even tell you how long. I just don't, I've not needed one because my hair was super short. But now that my hair is a little longer and it's winter, it's bullshit. So anyways, that's what I have going on this morning. Nurse Giggity. That's funny. I like that. Good morning on YouTube. How are you this morning? So it is a balmy, I don't know, this is in the negatives this morning because, no, I'm sorry. It's a beautiful 9 degrees. It's going up to 15. Oh, God. Just want spring. Can we just start planting stuff and maybe spring will be attracted by that? I'll start seeds inside and let the outside see it and be like, look, grow. Oh, absolutely. Okay. So this morning is a gorgeous morning. We're just putting that out there. We're putting that energy to the universe. Let me share it a little bit. Because I want to reach some people this morning that I miss. And I'm really not great at sharing out when I should be. Here I am. We still have the 25% off sale. Stop. I don't want to hear myself talking. There we go. We still have the 25% off sale on the online store. Why? Because I just really haven't changed it yet. I just have not had the hot minute to do so. So it's still there. I need to order some more mushrooms. It's unbelievable how fast we went through the mushroom powder. Let's go. Oh, hell, I don't know where to go other than that. There, let's do that. Post. Okay, here we are. Hope everybody has their coffee. Hopefully your day is going wonderfully. That's much more doable. Okay, let's pull a card for the day so far. Let's do that. Let's pull a card for the day. I obviously need one. Ooh, I'm supposed to pull a kicker card. They say pull a kicker card. Gypsies come to town. Good morning. Let's just pull this card and a kicker card. Interesting. This is a wonderful card for the morning, I believe, myself personally. I like it. It's a beautiful card. I'm really partial to Jody Bergsma, and I like her work. Her art is beautiful. And for the life of me, I don't know where my favorite deck of cards is. How ridiculous is that? I think it's in the shop. But she does beautiful artwork, and everything is so uplifting. And it's just, I think it's a wonderful way to start the day. But I'm going to pull the kicker card too, because I'm like, why do we need a kicker card? Okay. Do I pull it from here? No, we're going to pull it from here. Oh, different. Oh, gotcha. Oh, gosh. Good morning, everybody. So this morning's card is about the hummingbird. Now, when I personally, not always do I give what is on the card for the card, but I do believe that this is part of it. The hummingbird to me always means somebody from the other side is coming across to say, hey, I need you to know you're not alone. You're not, nobody's abandoned you. They're there. You just can't see them with your human eye, right? The human eye only picks up a certain level of wavelength. And I really, really believe this. Good morning. YouTube's busy this morning. Good morning, Rachel. I really, really believe this. That our loved ones are so very accessible, just out of sight. Just out of sight. How amazing is that? Good morning, Mary. And there is, and I know the card says, I keep picking up, putting down. Um, the card says miracles, right? The card actually says miracles. And what a wonderful way to look at that. Like that, they're there. That Dom John, good morning. I didn't see you. Pop in. Good morning from Michigan. Where are you freezing in Michigan, Mary? I'm in Ohio freezing, Northwest Ohio. It really is quite fascinating to think of the physicality that we have that keeps us from visually seeing those on the other side. So as an example, because we're teaching, not preaching, right? As an example, how many people have seen shadows out of the corner of your eye? Pretty much everybody. Sterling Heights, been there. Yeah. I'm actually from Monroe. Yeah. They're always there with us. But the physicality of our eyeball only catches the wavelengths that are directly in front of us. Our peripheral vision catches a different wavelength of light than directly on. So when we are looking directly on, we are going to catch one set of images, and from the side we'll catch another, right? So those things that you see moving on the sides, those, whether it be a pet size or a human size, is actually there. When we turn to go look at it, our eyes, good morning, early evening, or early morning from Sydney. Our eyes, because that's our normal inclination, right? We go, oh, what was that? And then it's not there anymore, because now we have used the front part and the rods and cones in our eyes to try to see a wavelength that it's not capable of seeing. So I never want people to think of themselves as alone. Think of the miracle of they are in a different area, the different wavelength. They're still there, and they're always trying to get our attention. Our guides are always trying to get our attention because they reside there in that wavelength as well. Our past loved ones, if we are in need of help, they're there as well. I know it gives you something to think about, right? Instead of thinking of it as this whole other ghostly realm, it's just another dimensional wavelength. So when you have people that come across, this is me just channeling what I'm going to say this morning. When you have people that are intuitives or they're mediums, it just means they're more receptive. They have opened themselves up, because this is basically can be learned so very easily, right? How to do this intuitive work. By the way, I teach it, but we'll get into that later. But it's so very easy for us when we figure out the puzzle pieces of what messages look like, because messages are not going to look the same for one person as they are. What in the world is biting me? As they are to the next. So you may be getting constant Coretta, I'm even on my mind. You may be getting constant music playing over and over in your head, or ringing in your ears, or seeing shadows constantly, or not finding lost objects. Finding that things are going missing. That's a better way to put it. And all these things are relevant. It's just one way of collecting messages. Figuring out how to put it together is another story altogether, right? Good morning. Good morning. Everybody's like, why are you on so early? It's not 10 o'clock. I have to go to work. It's normally my day off. But everybody at Ashley's house is sick, so onward I go. Now, the kicker card, I said, so here was the first card, right? Here was the first card. Hummingbird and miracles, and which does not even talk about what I was talking about, right? But it kind of does, because it's a miracle for us to be able to have that extrasensory perception. It is a physical perception of the other side. And the more you're aware of it, the more you work with it, the more you get. If you want to be a reader, you can be a reader. Take a heater for my feet. Yes. There's Giggity. Is that okay? Yes, I'm going to put big socks on. I'm putting warm socks on because it was very cold in the store yesterday. My feet were freezing. Okay, the store wasn't very cold, but the floor was cold. The floor itself was cold. So the second card that I have as a kicker is actually kind of counterintuitive to the first card. But it's Brandy. No, it's Brandy. Is the Justice card. It does at times feel, good morning, Teresa. Good morning, Mary. It does, I know. It can feel as an injustice that people leave us on this. This is a weird more way to start the morning. That they leave us, that they step over to the other side, you know. But please don't take it that way. Please take it as they've moved to a different space. Think of it as a timeline, right? They're here for a while, and then they move on to the next thing for a while, and then they move on to the next thing for a while, and then they move on to the next thing for a while. It's a progression. You've been wearing 2 pairs of socks. It is cold. It is cold. I have some nice thick socks that I'm going to wear today just because. Anyhow, so don't think of them passing as being gone. Just think of them as the next progression on where they're going on their journey so that they can come back in and reincarnate again. Good morning. And yes, everything happens for a reason. Good morning, Vicky Roop. How are you this morning? But they're always there. Always there. So pay attention to the little things you get. The shadows out of the corner of your eye, the little, a lot of people ask for dimes and feathers. I don't ask for dimes and feathers because, well, there's a lot of chickens here and there's chick feathers everywhere. So it doesn't do me any good, right? Dimes I like. By the way, you guys, silver has hit over. Here's a little tidbit. Silver's hit over $120 today, which is actually kind of scary. If you know anything about the banks and the backing and of the silver and all that, it's kind of scary. But the other thing is, if you have dimes and you have a dime that's 1962 and earlier, they're worth probably close to $5 because the silver content in those dimes is like 95%. It's a lot. It's a lot. So watch your coins, you guys. Watch your coins. If you have dimes that are earlier than 1963, so 1962 and earlier, those dimes are actually mostly silver. Save them. Because you can take them and sell them to the local coin store and they will buy them. The same can be said for quarters. Before anybody sure on the year on the quarters, I think it's 1972. I think the quarters also, but there's a different date on that. I'm not quite sure the quarter date, but I do know that the dime date is 1962 and earlier. Yeah, so maybe we need to be more intentional, right? Like, I want dimes, but I'd like them minted before 1963, please. Because I know a lot of people are collecting silver dimes for, okay, these are the prepper people I know, which happens to be our dad. He's buying stuff. Never mind. He gets dimes. He finds dimes. Michelle says, I lost my son. We love Def Leppard, so I chose Pour Some Sugar on Me for a sign, and it worked. Isn't that amazing, Michelle? It's like a hug. It's like a hug from the other side. Good morning, everybody. I want 1963 and earlier. So the 1963, I think, is the cutoff. They started making them mostly out of nickel. So we want 1962 and earlier. How's that? And it kills me because when Bill passed away, I spent 4 hours at a Coinstar, putting his coins into the Coinstar machine. 4 hours that he had been saving throughout the course of his life. And now I'm like, really? Okay. Good morning. Good morning. So we were talking this morning about how close the other side. You hear it all the time. Isn't that amazing? I love that. I love that for you, Michelle. I really do. It's important to feel like they're not just gone poof, right? They're not. They're always available. They're always available. If you guys are local to us in Defiance, Ohio, we are. So I'm not sure Sam's going to pull it off tomorrow for the mediumship gallery. Sam has had a cold, so man flu. No, he's been sick. So if you're local and you want to attend the mediumship gallery, that is tomorrow evening, you can find tickets for that on the Mystical Moons, this page down here. On the front page of the Mystical Moons, you can find the tickets like right very close to the top. You can also find tickets for the Psychic Development online Zoom class that I'm doing. It's an 8-week class. You can find that on the same, right where the mediumship gallery is as well. 8-week class, $175. I like doing Zoom classes. I like to do them online because I can help. We can put people into rooms and they can do readings very, very privately in there. And it's a great way to build confidence. And man, I tell you, I love teaching the classes because I love seeing the light bulbs go on and people just start reading. And it is such a confidence builder. It is amazing. Teresa, the floor is so cold in there. I swear. I didn't anticipate how cold it was going to be. And I went through half my day and I'm like, why are my feet burning? So silly. Okay. And then I actually cut out yesterday about an hour early because I was like, no. Mama need better socks. Hey. Jansen is working on Friday. She works Friday. And I'm kind of nervous about our animal intuitive because she's sick too. I'm like, I don't blame people, man. People are just dropping sickness like flies. I have particularly awesome immunities. It runs in my family. I don't know. We have really, really, really good immunities. So I'm not sucking face with Sam though. Let me tell you that. Look, you gotta stay with. You'd love some of our cold. I don't know, man. I don't know. Friday night is supposed to be -6. It's nice to have cold. I like winter. I do. This is a different story. This is taking it above and beyond. Mm-hmm. This snow ain't leaving. That's okay because after snow comes mud season. Yeah, Jansen, it's everyone but me. Sam's sick. Ashley, I think, is getting sick, which is why she called in. And then the kids are sick and Glenn's coughing. And I'm like, y'all take some orange juice and some echinacea or something. Don't touch me. Okay. Moving on. Good morning, Jody Keller. How are you this morning? Yes, it'll kill off the bugs for the spring. But what, Miss Melissa? There's lots of colds going around in Ireland. I don't like it. Okay, so let's do a whoop whoop in the room. Let's see who is here. I need sunshine too. I think I'm getting to that point where I am so shut in that I'm getting ready to bitch about everything. And it's things that have piled up over time that I'm just ready to explode about. So, everybody else get that way? Like, you get to a point and then I'm done. Okay. Onward. let's do Marsha Brewer. Yes, Mediumship Gallery. It's at the store tomorrow night. Yeah, Mediumship Gallery at the store tomorrow night. We're not doing hybrid. Normally we would try and do it like online and in store, but good afternoon from Sweden. From Sweden. But yeah, I don't feel technically inclined right now. Oof. We had temperatures from 34 to 36 Celsius. Okay. I have to do the math. Okay. Marsha Brewer. Marsha, my guides are really good at a couple different things, right? Earthquakes. No, I don't have any earthquakes coming right now. Nobody's told me about anything. Trips and falls and sinus infections. Please make sure you're taking plenty of elderberry or something to keep your sinuses working properly, because they immediately, and it went away. As soon as I acknowledged it, it went away. So they're like, sinuses. I'm like, oh, okay. So make sure you're taking care of your sinuses. Preemptively knock off a cold. Okay. Unless you have one already, make sure you're taking some elderberry and get rid of that. Mullein, you guys, which you can get through the store, is fantastic for congestion, by the way. You drink it like a tea, or you can burn it like an incense, and there we go. Nope, CJ Brooks, we're really kind of just getting going. Okay. We dialogue. We laugh. It's not all readings though, so if you just expect reading, I bullshit a lot, so okay. So Marsha Brewer, make sure you take care of that. Change. Now is the time, you guys. Nope. Okay, stick away from that, Lisa. All right, thank you very much. Okay. If you feel, Marsha, like things, you have sinus issues starting, I'm telling you, my guides are awesome at that. They're great at a bunch of things, but those three things are the very like top tier. They're really awesome at them. I know, Marsha, things may seem a little bit overwhelming, like you're not getting the help you feel like you should be getting in this moment in time right now, and it's almost to the point where it feels as if I give so much but I get nothing back, and it could shake your foundations. Like, how do I get the help that I need? And even if you ask for it, people just go, yeah, whatever, and they go do their own thing, and they may not be adding to the pot, right? And these are people that probably should be there. It's not like they have no vested interest in what's going on. They're just off doing wait, you guys just brought up in a crew that phone this is oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, Jody. So, Marsha, this may feel as if it may lead to you feeling defeated. Okay. And if this isn't happening right now, and if it starts happening, you can look at this and go, okay, I need to know it's not me. That's what I need you to know. I'm not talking about me. Don't think it's about you. Have a great day, Vicky. All right. You just haven't found the right people to work with sometimes. There is a collaboration that you do have coming up, or you're going to be able to convey what you need in an efficient way that people are going to be able to start understanding you a little bit better and giving you the things that you need in life. I wish I could say that everybody understood everybody's inner thinkings and understand what everybody needs, but your guides are saying, hey, there's something going on that someone's missing the nuances. Oh, good Lord, Anne. Thank you for doing the math for me, because holy crap. 114. No. There is no in between. What the hell? So, Marsha, I'm also going to tell you going to be the one to say it. Sometimes we don't need to rely on other people, right? It's just easier to do things ourselves, because trying to rely on other people's, when they have a different perception of what we need, is going to let us down. So I really want to say, you have all of the things to do what you need to do, except sometimes the maybe confidence. It's because it's about your foundation. It's about your root chakra. It's about your feelings of value. And it's not about a whole section of life. It's about a moment. It's about a time span, right? I hope this makes sense to you. Because in the end, when you're happy with yourself, when you're happy with who you are, and oh gosh, Jody, geez. When you're happy with who you are and the progress you can make, and understand that people don't understand normally all the time what you need, and you can handle it yourself. I'm not saying do everything for yourself. Teresa, shut your dirty, dirty mouth. I'm glad you understand, because I don't want to keep beating this dead horse here. Because I want you to, I feel like I need to say, you are everything you need. And a lot of times when somebody fails you, it's their failings, not about anything to do with you. I hope that's helpful. All right, can I get a whoop whoop in the room? Let me see who's here. Why do we do the whoop whoop? We do that so that I can see who's in the room. A lot of times people come in and out of the room so quickly because, well, we are very much an instant gratification kind of country, aren't we? We want it, and we want it right now. So if they don't get a reading right away, they come in and they leave, and that's totally fine, because that's really not what this page is about. This page is about building community, and you get a reading here and there, and conversations on the side, because we have a lot of conversations that happen on the side. Been struggling with hyper independence and needing help. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. Boy, there's more people here than's on my page, that shows me's on my page. Let's go. Gypsies come to town. And first thing I want to do is sing. Like, I want to go, la, like, poorly. But I think that you need to be, okay, let me look. Let me scan, because I'm like, do you need to use your throat chakra more, or do you need to use it less? I think you need to use it more. Your throat chakra is a little dark. And I'm going to do a little work on that right now, and I'm going to spin it so that we can get a little bit better blue there, or blue on the throat chakra. What other color did I think it was going to be? You need to be talking about things. You need to be able to open up topics and have a discussion with people, rather than allow anger to rule a situation. And by anger, I also mean that could be self-inflicted. Like, if we don't talk about it, then we don't always talk about ourselves. Like, why didn't you say anything? Why didn't you do that? Why didn't you do that? Why didn't you do that? I need you to be able to emote what is on your mind. Because I feel like you're seeing things that you don't like. This is for, oh, gripe. I know it's gypsy. I'm just going to say gypsy because it's gypsies come to town. I'm just going to say gypsy. Okay. They give me this, it's almost like there's something within your perception you don't care for. I got to tell you though, and I'm so sorry, it may not be something that you should worry about. It may be something that somebody else is working out on their own, and they're struggling, and you can't help everybody. You can't, you in a family that holds everything back. You can't be everybody's everything. You can't expect to fix things that people aren't willing to fix, right? You don't have to be the fixer, especially when people don't listen, right? It's like talking to the wall, beating your head against the wall. Okay, hold on. I also need to let you know you have angels around you often. I smell them. I smell the angels around you. And you've had this for a long time. You have a series of angels that have come in and out, or guides that, no, they're angels that have come in and out over time. And this is just a weird way for them to put this here for me. But they're like, this one smells older than this one. I don't know what the older angels smell like. Maybe more sickeningly sweet flowers. I don't like the smell of overly sweet flowers, and that's how they bring it to me. And it's like this one's really, really sweet, and then they move out, and then there's the next one. So your energy as you get older is lightening up, and they're like, eventually they're not going to have to watch over you as tightly as they have been, because I feel like they move stuff out of your way. I don't know if you trip a lot or whatever, but they're moving things out of your way to help you move through life a little bit more efficiently. And some of the things that you struggle with are not even laid there by you. They're laid there by other people to trip you up. Does that make sense? I'm not talking about a physical tripping in that instance, but I do feel like that you might be a tripper. You might be just a tiny bit clumsy, because they're like, we're always trying to help her stay out of issue. I don't know if that makes sense to you. Interesting. Oh my gosh, your angels are funny, because they're like, this one was tired. That's why they retired. They moved on to the next person because they were a little tired. And next one come in. So they're like doing you in shifts. But please don't feel bad about that, because this was something that was decided upon early on so you could learn quickly in this lifetime. You've had a lot of obstacles. This is a decision. This is something you set up on the other side to say, this is how I'm going to learn, because sometimes I need a tougher lesson. A tougher lesson. Okay. Hi, Wendy. Wow. You're wearing your angels out. But guess what? Guess what? You have a lot of divine energy. Are you aware of that? I mean, you have a lot of divine energy that circulates through your life, and you don't pay attention to it. You don't pay attention to it. So here's the Ace of Pentacles. This is like, you have a lot of things that are given to you and you just don't notice them. Hi. And you kind of set in a lot of disagreement. There's a lot of struggle at times to see the messages. And here's another one, Ace. Whenever you have an Ace, you guys, this is something that's been divinely given to you. Oh my God, Julie. I love you. So these are things that are divinely given to you. And they're saying, when you can step into that with that feeling of, I want to experience my lessons in a wonderful way and understand what they mean so I can move forward with love and freedom, that's great. But the more you struggle against spirit, the harder you make it. Ooh, this is tough today. This will spoil you one more. One more. Yeah, this is right. You have everything you need. But you don't have to be, by the way, everybody's everything. Just yourself. Just for yourself. Be your own everything. Oh, I'm supposed to tell you that people will follow your lead by example. So when you start to do this moving forward and just being like, I am not going to be in the struggle anymore. I am going to point myself upward. Watch The Secret on whatever channel is on, Network, Flex, Prime, whatever, YouTube. Whenever I point myself in this direction, people will see that and they will follow suit, because rising tides raise all ships. Rising tides raise all ships, you guys. It is when your energy goes up and when you start to do something different, others follow. They're asking you to be an example. So I hope that's helpful. I wasn't sure if you meant LSD or physically tripping. Oh, wait, they're both physical. Oh my God. Donna, the other night you told me to keep my senses open. In bed, I felt like a bubble had burst in my back and even heard a tiny pop. Wow. Wow. Yes, The Secret's on YouTube. What? YouTube, yes. I will always tell people to watch The Secret or read The Secret. I couldn't get through it. I bought the book and I couldn't get through it. Because it was, you're very welcome, Gypsy. It was, I used to love to read. Anybody else have this right now? Like, you used to, not LSD. I used to love to read. I could pick up a novel, and I mean, we're talking a smut novel, but I could go through the whole thing in a day with dedication. Okay. But my brain doesn't function that way anymore. And I don't know if it's because we live so tight on the edge of adrenaline because of these things. This is true. You can look this up. Our brain is so close on the edge of adrenaline because we're always scrolling and looking for the next thing, right? It wants me to press more. That our brains are not geared to relax anymore. So for me to sit down and read a book is difficult. So I actually gave up on reading The Secret because I'm like, and then somebody told me it was a movie. I'm like, I can do that. But I would love, yeah, Teresa, I used to read all the time, but now it's hard to pick up a book because The Secret Dare to Dream was wonderful and worked for your situation. Good. I struggle. I have books upon books upon books here. I actually have a bunch of books to give away. I went to an author's conference over in Phoenix. Oh my gosh, it's 2 years ago now. I have a bunch of signed books, like from all the authors. I should give them away. Oh, I got bored on page 3, so my brain goes elsewhere. Absolutely. It's sad. It's sad because think of all the wonderful things that are on paper that we're missing. And where is the best imagination stem from? A book. Good morning, Stacy. I love that you still buy the books, but you don't read them. Bought books and haven't cracked them open. I have to say the same. I like the Dark Hunter series. I can't remember the author, and I used to read them all the time. And now I sit down and I'm like, is this on audio somewhere? I read as a 14-year-old Ayla and a Cape Bear people. I don't know. Wait, where to go? I don't know how that is in English. I read as 14-year-old. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. The Clan of the Cape Bear. Yeah. I think I read that. I used to read all the time. I have good intentions to sit and read, but life is just busy. I need to talk to you, Janet. I'll talk to you tomorrow. It's fine. Sell the signed books in the store? Oh, I don't feel right. Let's see who the signed books are from. It's not small names. Oh my goodness. I used to listen to audiobooks all the time. And I used to, because we traveled all the time and Sam would be 7 hours away and I'd just get in the car and I'd go see him. And I would have on like the classics, like Frankenstein. You know how long it takes to listen to Frankenstein or Dracula? Long time. Long time. But there was one that I found that made me blush so badly. But you have to, there's Bill's deck of cards. You have to really be into smut. It was like when 50 Shades of Grey come out, it was like, this one was 10 times worse than 50 Shades of Grey. And I was like driving down the road. I paused it and called my friend. I'm like, you gotta hear this shit. I will tell you the name of it if you want to know. Let's see what we have here. Moldavite that we bought when Moldavite was not expensive. Let's see what we have. Oh, that's not it. I have, and I don't think I'm going to sell these because, did this one signed? Yes. I have the Starseed Oracle. I need to do just a whole 4-hour reading one evening of giveaway and do giveaways. This one is signed by Rebecca Campbell, the Starseed Oracle. She signed the guidebook. I had a really great time at this authors conference. Let's see. What else do we have? Oh God. This girl was delightful. I'm not in her book yet, but she was delightful. Okay, this one is by Radley Valentine. This one signed? Yes. Signed by Radley Valentine. Where did I put that up on? Great. Oh, there it is. Oh my gosh. Oh, so there is a gentleman that I met at this expo that was delightful, you guys. Delightful. And he was one of the most accurate. He was up there with John Holland, and he made John Holland look like a kindergartner. It was great. Jansen, the 50 Shades was the last book. It's the claiming of Sleeping Beauty, but it's only for the tough. I mean it. Like not even a little bit. So Sean Leonard, have you guys seen Sean Leonard? Sean Leonard, he had a program up for the first people up in Canada talking about old traditions. And I mean, I was fascinated with this gentleman. This is what he looks like, Sean Leonard, and he's fantastic. This is his Spirit Talker. I think I gave away the deck that I had of his, and his Sean Leonard. Debbie Malone, Awaken Your Psychic Ability. These are all signed. I just haven't done anything with them. Where'd she sign this? Oh my goodness, that doesn't need to be in there. That's a fridge magnet. Okay, that doesn't need to be there. This one's not signed. Okay. Oh, here's a good one. You guys will like this. Yeah, I need to do a 4-hour thing. Yasmin Boland. Is this one signed? Pictures. Where did she sign this one? In the back. Oh, this one's not signed. It must have been one I grabbed. Oh, that one's not signed. This girl is delightful. Delightful. I absolutely loved her. Her name's Jillian Abbey, and this one is signed. She was in the hallway, and I just happened to be outside in the hallway when she was waiting to go into her next thing, and she was doing something, and she laughed, and she went caw, and I went caw, and we struck a conversation. She goes, "Oh my God." This is Rebecca Campbell's Letters to a Starseed. This one is signed. Oh my gosh. I don't think that one is. Oh, maybe it is. Here is Mia Magic and Intuition. This is signed. This one might not be. It might just be. I bought a bunch of books and I didn't get some of them signed. Okay, that's not signed. And this one is signed, I think. Yes. This is Sonia. I can never say her name right. This one is signed. So I have a bunch. Maybe we'll do a 4-hour evening, one evening, and just start giving stuff away. Because it's just sitting here. What good does that do me? To just sit here. Right? I should have kept the unsigned and the signed together. And I have 2 decks to give away for that. But I got these when we had the psychic development membership, and I was supposed to give them away, and I did give some of them away, but not all of them. So here we are. Anyhow, yeah, I have a couple. I would love to go back to the authors conference, but once again, I have a contract with an author's house, with a publishing house. I just haven't done it. I haven't, here's why. Because what I would have written about a year ago when I got that the contract is not the same as I would write about today. It's just not. So there's been a shift in what my content would be. And I have to figure out how to adjust that. I missed a lot. How would I adjust how I see a spiritual journey now versus what I did then? I learned some things, and I learned what I don't like about spirituality and what I do like about it. And I guess I said it. There are things about spirituality I don't like. Can anybody say who else says that? There's stuff we don't like. And we don't have to like it all. We don't have to like it all. But I hear you. We don't have to. The one amazing lady from my hometown, here in Sydney, has written a few books. That's right. Right about that. Oh no, that'll piss people off. I don't like to piss people off. They're very polarized. And there's a lot of people. My main thing, and this is something I've always talked about. My main thing is, if you don't like it somebody's way, they don't care for you anymore. You know what I mean? Some teachers are very much, if you don't do it my way, you're doing it wrong. As a case in point, and I'm not using any names because frankly, I don't remember a name. I don't remember things like that. But I was so interested in this one area, which happens to be the Akashic Calls. I love the Akashic Calls. I love doing past life readings because I think that it's a wonderful way to know how to move forward based on our past experiences and previous existences in the past, because it's all happening at the same time, to see the patterns and understand this is why we are where we are. We're still struggling with this, right? So I looked all over for a teacher because I was just in the beginning. I was just learning, and I was so fascinated with it. And I was looking around, and here's what I saw: do it my way, or you're not getting in the halls. Has anybody else heard that? Like you will struggle to get in the halls, or you'll get lost in the halls, or you won't get what you need out of the halls. The halls are available to everybody. Like all you have to sit down and want to be there, ask for guidance and meditate to it. And it's accessible to you. Why? Because of your damn halls. That's why. It's your information. You are just relearning it. You're remembering. But I was reading, and it was an expensive class. That's why my classes aren't very expensive either. Because I think that everybody should have access to their intuition and be confident in doing so. Right? I think we should all feel enriched in our life because we are stepping beyond what's obvious. But if you don't do this word by word prayer, you're not going to get there, is what I was told. And I was like, But what if that's not what I believe? What if I'm saying the words and I don't believe it? Nope, got to do it. So here's what happened. Here, I'll tell you what happened. I don't have a teacher for the Akasha calls. Who on here's had an Akasha call reading from me? Anybody? I know there's a lot of you. I've not ever had a teacher for the Akasha calls. I did not sign up for that class because I went. My internals went, no, I'm not going to verbatim something just because you said that's right. So I didn't take it. And look at me, I could cry. Holy shit. I didn't. What the hell? Holy shit. I'm so sorry. This is ridiculous. I don't get this is nothing I'm emotional about, really. So I didn't take the class, and we moved. We moved to Hawaii. Well, Hawaii is incredibly energetic, and I was still learning, right? So we're in Hawaii, and I walked 8 miles a day on the cliffs. It was my fun thing to do. I had nothing else to do but seashell and walk. That's all I did. So I would go out and I would walk, and I would be talking to myself the whole time. Myself, right? And I came home one evening and I was like, I'm going to meditate. And I sat down to meditate. And like I said, I'm still learning, right? There's a lot of stuff I don't know, and I still don't know a lot of stuff. And I'm sitting there, and I had all of a sudden this image was flooded with beautiful purple violet light. And I'm like, oh my gosh, what is this? And this gentleman sat down at a table with me in my meditation, because I have a wonderfully cozy space that in my mind I meditate to. And he sat down and he talked about healing and letting things go and moving forward. And he handed me a key. This is my meditation, right? And I was like, okay, I don't understand what's going on right now, but okay. So you just take it and you write it down, you journal it, blah, blah, blah. It's probably in my journal somewhere. And I let it go. And I'm like, okay, I don't understand what's going on. Well, this is when Metatron started working with me, right? Metatron and Archangel, or Saint Germain of the Violet Flame, work very closely with the Akasha calls. You know who my teacher is for the Akasha calls? Those two. I can't imagine having better instructors than ascended masters and angels to help somebody into the halls. And guess what they never mentioned? A prayer. Because they know that that's not the way it would have worked for me. Now, somebody that a prayer would have worked for, they would have used it for them. But when we are on our spiritual journey, what works for us. And never, ever, 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 ever feel pressured to do it any other way. And that's who I work with. And I'm so thankful that my guides went, I'm sorry, it was a cat. I was like, what is the cat doing? That my guides went, okay, we know you're determined to do this eventually, so let's just sit down and do it. So my whole time in Hawaii was this incredible ride through the Akashic Halls. And that's where I started doing the Akashic Soul Awakening, which I don't talk about at all. I'm sorry. I do it, but even if I'm offering it as a service, I only do it once a week, because it is such a profound, it's such a profound healing that very, very little drains me. I could do this all day long and love it. But that particular thing, it'll zap me after, because it takes about 2 hours to do. And it is, they sat there, and I called my friends, and I'm like, oh my God, my guides told me about this thing, and I think I want to try it. Would you be my guinea pigs? And I had 2 friends be my guinea pigs for me. And so what I do is because I'm a shaman, I've been doing shamanic work for 20 years. I will shamanically drop somebody into trance, right? And then take them to a specific point in their trance walk. And then I drop myself down into trance at the same time and meet them within trance. And they're totally aware of me in trance with them. Like I'm standing in front of them. And then we go and we walk and we talk to Archangel Michael, Archangel Metatron, Saint Germain. We're given the key to their Akashic halls. We go into the halls and I set them in a chair. And then I go over to the door, this door. I don't ask me, this is a door. I open the door and I walk through and I retrieve 7 soul fragments. So it's soul retrieval within the Akashic halls that I describe each life to them in that moment. And then I lead that fragment out so that whatever caused the damage or fracture for that soul fragment that never returned to soul, and I lead them out and I bring them to stand in front of the person I'm doing the healing for. And the person that I'm doing the healing for can talk to them, hug them, learn from them, and then they bring them in and they reintegrate them into their soul. It's amazing. It's amazing. What the hell? I mean, that's so cool, right? And it's definitely a tissue situation. I need tissues and they need tissues because we're both crying individually because it's such a deep healing. And to have your guides bring you something that can be so profound is amazing. And it speaks to how stepping into your intuition in your life can switch things around for you. Because I can guarantee you that if I was like, oh, but I don't think I can do that, my guides would have never presented me with it. You come into a new level of self-esteem and self-confidence to be able to bring something across that you know you can do because your guide said you're capable of it. Right? And I bring up to 7 fragments back in one session. And it's exhausting. That I will tell you is exhausting. Not a lot exhausts me, but that one right there, man, that'll knock me down. After that, I'm done for the day. I'm done. So I only do one a week when I'm reading because it takes a lot because we feel it all to get through that. It's just I know it sounds like I'm bragging. I'm not. I'm humbled. I'm humbled to be able to do the work for people, but also have the guide say, let's do this. So I think that there's a lot less people. Okay, wait, how to put this? I think there's a lot of people that would take that and run to the bank with it. I really do believe that. Create a system out of it. Teach it as a $1,000 course. And this is some of the reasons I'm not writing that book right now. I've had a lot of people ask me to teach them how to do this. And it's not. I can, but it's not the time. And it wouldn't be $1,000 course because it's something that we all deserve. I guess. I don't know. That's me just waxing on, waxing off. Bored yet. Okay. Holy shit. I got on a tangent. Did you see that? Went, whew. Well, that's sweet of you to say, Tammy. So Kaiser, we're going to do a couple readings. And the way we do this is I don't have a list. What I do is, we should do a guided meditation. I am not, I haven't done a guided meditation online in a long time. I mean, a long time. That would be fun. I would love to do that. Uh, let me put that on my calendar for next month. I'm going to put that on the calendar. We'll do an evening guided shamanic journey. You guys want to see my new drum? We are going to do readings. Can I have a whoop whoop? Can I have a whoop whoop in the room? And that just lets me know who's here. And lets me know who's here. If you don't get a reading this time, make sure you guys follow and like and all that good stuff, because I bitch about a lot of things. No, I don't. Look at my new drum. Oh, isn't it gorgeous? I don't know if the speaker will cancel this out, because it might do that. But listen to the tone. It's so nice. I don't buy myself drums very often because I have several on the wall as it is. But this one called to me. And it is a hair-on drum. It is my first hair-on drum. It just called to me. It said, Lisa, spend the money. Okay, onward. Okay, don't forget, if you are not on our like, follow, share, whatever it is, that wherever you're at, to go ahead and do that. I am increasingly, who's noticed that I've been on more often? Anybody? It does have an ancient feeling, yes. Drumming, I love drumming. I don't do it as often. It's because my drums aren't on the wall. Remember when my drums were on the wall? They're in the store. Not for sale. I have several drums that are mine. Let's see. You still feel the need to get a drum for yourself. I love a drum. The drumming is it speaks to the soul. Okay, let's go with oh, I saw your name. Jacqueline McElroy. Jacqueline McElroy. I went down a tangent. Did you guys see that? Holy shit. Sorry, I just saw this. The one thing I don't put up with is that. So, unfortunately, I got rid of the scammer. Notice we don't get a lot of scams in here either. But the Maria, the one I have banned them, but it's still on here, so I'm sorry. Okay. Drums can get expensive. They can. I'll tell you what, I've had a bumpy, but we all do spiritual journey, and it should be a blast. It should be fun. You should be able to enjoy it as well. It's 2:22 a.m. Good night, and yes, we do. Well, it's hard to do a drum circle online because some of the microphones think they're doing a great job and they filter it out. Have a great day, Tammy. All right. Was she still here? Let me know you're still here, Jacqueline. Okay. Jacqueline, are you still here? Do. Okay, you're here. Jacqueline, you have something new coming up. I hear somewhere over the rainbow. So that, to me, that means you have, are you setting your goals high enough? Ruth Tuesday, good afternoon. Are you setting your goals high enough, or are you just maintaining the status quo? Are you just doing the things you've always done because you've always done them? It's time to shake up your box. It is time to do something new, something spectacular that you didn't think maybe you were capable of doing. Pick up a new thing. Do you paint? Like, if you don't paint, why? Because you don't think you can? Maybe try that. I don't crochet because I don't think I can. But it's just math, right? So something we can learn. There's something out there new for you to learn. And it's also going to create new friends, new associations, new groups of people that you'll understand and want to hang out with. And a new level of joy in your life. This new thing, whatever it is, I can't tell you what it is. I'm not that good. It's just something new coming in. You're going to feel a fascination for it. You're going to want to do it. You're going to be like, let's try that. Be open to it instead of saying, I don't have the time. I don't have the knowledge. I don't have the whatever to make that happen. Have a wonderful day, Jansen. You're gonna play I know I'm so excited about the new Muppet thing coming up. It's time to play the music. It's time to dress up right. It's time to meet the Muppets on the Muppet Show tonight. Okay. So whatever it is, take it, run with it, have fun with it, enjoy it, bring joy into your life because it's being given to you. It's an emotional thing. You don't see it yet. You help him stoning the costumes. That is so cool. Can't tell you how cool that is. You're not seeing it yet. Nope. You may be helping him, but this is something that's going to feel like your niche. Lots of cups here. They're like, bring it on. It's something you need to feel in charge of. It's something you feel in charge of. Because that's going to bring the prosperity into your life. It's going to bring in, girl, you have something cool coming up, right? Like you're going to be able to see both sides of all aspects of whatever's going on, and you are going to rock it. Muppets rock. You're going to have something come in that you're going to be like, I'm in charge of this. I am in love with this. This is my, I don't know what it is. But I hope I am planning to marry my longtime partner. Congratulations. That's not it, though. That's not it. I wish I could tell. Hi, Jacqueline. I'm reading for another Jacqueline. So if you hear Jacqueline, just know that there's two of you in the room. It's Angela Maynard. She's going to be up here in March. In March, I'm already in February in my brain. She's a speaker for the Inner Peace Metaphysical Expo, which is in March 14th and 15th here in Ohio. It's amazing. We have only 4 booths left, and we had 48 available. So you guys, we are going to rock Napoleon, Ohio. It is going to be a blast. Okay. It's something that is just your niche. Jacqueline McElroy. It's going to, hey, Heather. Oh, I hope all's okay. Jacqueline, it's something you're going to put out to the world, and it's going to come around to you full circle. I'm really excited for you because look at this. All these cups, all this happiness. Like, this is your niche, though. This is your niche. It's not about, I know. You have to be passionate about it. And it's going to pop up, and you're going to be like, ooh, Lisa said this is common. And you're just going to run with it. It's just going to run with it. I hope that's helpful. Be watchful for it. That's the only thing. This is it, right? You'll be 64 years young in March. What a great month. Correct. Are you Pisces? Ruby Tuesday? You Pisces? Oh, Angela. Sam had that done. And it'll be okay. But I'm sending you so much love. Vivian just got home from hospital. What is it with everybody all of a sudden? I'm glad you're home from the hospital, Vivian. I hope you recover quickly and feel better. Yes. Okay. Gotcha. You're Pisces. We're amazing. We're amazing. We are forgetful and flitty, like, but we're dependable and lovable and people that people can depend upon in a tight spot. We're a bunch of sickies. There's a lot of wonderful, they think of us as being like airheads, but man, I'll tell you what, we're doggone a bone reliable. Yes, we are. All right, everybody. Well, if I didn't get you today, I'm sorry. And I hope everybody has a wonderful afternoon. I do need to go to work. I will be at the store today. So I think I'm going to set up a place at the store to do readings like here and, and just be able to sit and have some fun at the store when I'm not busy. So I'm thinking about it. It's a thought. Anyway, have a great day. Find light, find love, find joy. Feel divine. Because you are, damn it. And if Mr. Fry were here, he would say, may the light be with you always. And I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. All right, guys. Talk to you later.